No music again.
No, we can sing.
I know. Haven't really figured it out, to tell you the truth. So, all right, let me get this off board. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I see there's a lot of comments that have already came in, which is really good. And yeah, I'm really excited. We had a really good day yesterday, especially Tom. He had a nice long shot, his best bet of the
It
day.
was my best bet of the day.
Yeah, it was his best bet of the day, really. And the sixth race, number 5, Hay Porter, paid 32.40 to win. And I see here that Don Johnson played that long shot, so I'm really glad to hear that. And my pick of the day won, and my bet that I suggested won. You made 180% profit if you bet my bet. Of course, you made a lot more on Tom's.
A
He's
couple
really
of
good.
yes.
Yeah, he's good at doing picking horses and get long shots in. I'm always amazed at how well he does. So, anyway, we're going to get started here, I think, with this first race. And so let me go ahead and get the thing I'm supposed to save up here. And
One of those buttons.
yeah, it's this one here. So let me see here. We're going to go there. And we're going to start out here with our number 1 uh, race. Get the banner up there. And if you want to go ahead, Tom, and tell us about what the conditions are, we'll go for that from
It'd
there.
probably help me if I had it up because I was playing with something else. Let me go grab it real quick because I'm like you,
Yeah,
a little confused.
that's
It
all right.
doesn't take much. Where are we? 3, right? That's wrong file. Right file. Hey. Okay. We've got always my favorite and yours. The main claimers are $16,000. These are 3-year-olds and upwards, and the Pennsylvania breds have to be going for 20. So, going 7 furlongs. And as always, this is a mixed, weird field.
All right. So we're going to be, I'm going to be a little slow here, as I am always, but just have to keep track with us here. If I can get this back up again, I move things around. There we go. So I'm going to start out by talking about that number 2, 1 and 2 horses. Look at those. They are so close in their speed that they could go out of that gate. They both get good breaks and go head to head to that quarter pole. And then as far as an overlay, I only see one overlay, but it's a nice one. It's on that one horse. It's a 9-5 to 8-1. Only see one horse that in the past has equaled or exceeded the par speed number, which is the number 2, Addison's Dream. And Addison's Dream has the best shot to do the same again today. As you can see here, there's several horses that are going down in class, and there's a couple of horses, or 3 at least, going up in class. As far as the C zones, they all but the 4 have C zone numbers. And there are really no horses, according to the data, that want to go to the fronts, but somebody will have to. Now, the number 2 is a pressure horse, and then the rest are either closers or an NC. NC means they've never came within a certain amount of distance to the winner of the race. And so with that, we'll take a look at the jockey. Best jockey is the 2. Best trainer appears to be the 6, but I think the 3, but I think the 3 is also the best jockey trainer combination. So with that, I think we can go and have Tom talk about his picks and what's going on there.
All right. I'll start with number 5. Z Storm is coming. It was slow away last. 8 up, 4 lengths, and ran 3rd for his first start. They're going to add blinkers today, and I expect a little better things. 4, Winch. Way slowly, didn't show much. Also adding blinkers. The question here on this one I have is, of course, their trainer's a low percentage. And finally, the 2, Addie's Dream, or Edison's Dream, hasn't found a field that he could beat yet. He went off the 50-cent favorite last time, and he's still in a maiden claimer. Trainer wins off the claim with 20% with on a sample of 20 runners, but I'm not willing to put him on top.
All right. Well, I agree with Tom. I like that 5Z Storm is coming. Close to finish third in his only start at 6 furlongs. Now he stretches out to 6.5 furlongs. Maybe the half furlong will be just what he needs. And blinkers were added today. Keep his mind on business. Addison's Dream, the 2 is my second choice. He finished third versus Tougher in his last race, has the highest last race speed rating. His best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. Then I like the 6. My third choice ran third in his last race, and they added Lasix. Number 1, Big Dossier, is the long shot for me. He ran second in his last race, and the rail post is winning at a 20% clip. I'm going to play the very first Don Johnson Miami Vice pick 4. I'm going to use the 2-5 with the 1-2-4-5-6 with the 2-5 with the 4-7. I believe that's a $20 ticket. So anyway, I want to say
they can blame you.
What's that?
If it isn't, then they'll send you a note.
That's right. That's true. I'm going to say hello to Private Ross 99 and Orlando. Sorry, Orlando, I can't speak Spanish, and for some reason my board is not translating it with my system. Morning, Don Johnson. Glad to see you here. He played Tom's long shot, according to what he's saying here. And I think, what do we have, about 3 minutes? Do you think we can do the second race before we get to
they'll screw around, you know that.
Yeah. Okay, so
the 2 is 3 to 5 right now.
Oh wow. That's not too
attractive.
Yeah, no, it's not. So anyway, let's see here. I've lost something here. Let me get to where I'm supposed to be. All right, Thomas, if you want to talk about the
wonderful conditions.
Yeah, wonderful conditions. So,
right. Well, it's not raining, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And of course, I closed the window, so I have to reopen it. I apologize. There it is. All righty. We're going 5.5 furlongs. We've got $5,000 claimers, non-winners of 2 in the last year, essentially. That's December 3rd is the cutoff date. And yeah, these are $5,000 claimers. You can take it for what it's worth, right?
Yep.
Or fillies and mares, I should say.
All right. Well, let's see here. We're going to share the screen with, if I can figure out which one is which here.
one of those.
Yeah, it's one of these. That's not it. That's not it. That's it right there. So, as you can see here in this second race, again, we have 2 horses that are really close in their percentages on the speed. It's the 5 and the 6, so they could go out together. This is kind of a wide open race. As you can see, their numbers on the total pace are all very close. I think there's only about 9 points between the first 5 horses here. Also, the 1 and 2 have overlays, 3 to 2 to 9 to 2 on the 1, and 9 to 5 to 3 to 1. Only the 1 and 4 have done a par race in the past, and they also, along with 2, can do the same today. Everybody but 1 horse is going up in class. They all have C-zone numbers, and the 6 has the best. He's above 50%. As far as the jockey, 5 is the best jockey, 4 is the best trainer, but I think the 4 is the best jockey trainer combination. So if you want to go ahead and Tom and talk about your
yeah, they're just heading behind the gate right now.
Okay.
5, Princess Cupid is my top choice. It showed some early speed last time and then dropped out. Jockey change and weight off, I think it will help. 4, wait, don't tell me. 1, 2 starts back versus similar. And that was a race, was for 1 year. Now it's in a 2-year race. It showed speed and last at 2,500, and now it's going to drop back to an area I think it's much more suited. And finally, I'm going to take one Boca Royal P. Went to Penn National last time. Wide rally, got second. It was in the slop. When he runs at Parx, he's generally long odds, and I don't think it'll be any different today. But I think he can beat the balance of the field.
All right. Well, I'm going to go really quick. Number 4 is my first choice. Drops in class today. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. She has a high percentage winning jockey. Trainer, CC Unified. The 2 is my second choice. Won her last race and can go to the distance. The 5 is my third choice. Legs, Parx Racing. Been in the money 56% of the time. Won 13% of the races. Been in the money at today's distance 75% of the time. Won 13% of those. And then the 1 is my long shot. Ran second her last race. She has the highest last speed rating. The rail post been a 25% clip. My second pick 4, Miami Vice, Don Johnson. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 with the 2, 5 with the 4, 7 with the 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. $50 ticket. So there we go. So they getting ready to go there?
Now they're loading. The one they're going to open the front of the gate for, because it obviously is an ornery. They're still screwing around. I mean, it's a small field, so.
Yeah, that 2 sure is a hard favorite, isn't it?
Yeah. But, 50-cent horses, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. Yep.
Well, they're main claimers, the 4 could win. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. This might be a good race if you're playing a pick 4 to all. And because if the 2 has any problems or doesn't do what the people think,
it hasn't yet. So it's had plenty of time to win, but maybe off the claim it'll be different.
yeah, you could get a nice price to start with on this pick 4. So,
all right, we're finally done. 6 is in. Head's not straight, but yeah, got out pretty well. We're going to start with 6 and 2, and looks like the 5 is going to try for the lead. The 2 is on the inside. 6 is a little wide. The 1 is trying to tuck in behind these, and it's a close. I mean, we're within 2-3 lengths of each other. So 2 is going to try to take them all the way at 1 to 9. 6 is still sitting second. I'm sorry, it's the 5. Yeah. Let's see if the 2 gives it up. 5's coming at him. And everybody else got some work to do. Say, yeah, it's going to be between these 2. Unless the 2 looks like it's out of gas again.
Okay.
And the 5 is now gone right past it.
Oh, that's nice. That 5 went up, 7-1, I think.
7-1, yeah. And he's working like the devil on the 2 to get it back, but it ain't going to do it. The 5's going fine. He's on a hand ride. And the 2 did what he's been doing all along, which is not winning. And 1 to 9, I hope you bet the other one. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah, you got great odds on it was 5-1 when last time I saw the click, and it went off at 7-1. So yeah, so the 6 was our number 3. We're basically the orders never changed. Everybody else was still running.
Yeah. Well, I think didn't the 5 go off at 7-1 last?
Yeah, 7-1 is the final.
So we both got a good one there. So
yeah, about our day with a double digit.
Yeah. Sorry, folks, I didn't get the right race up there for this, but I'll get better as the week goes by, I think.
Oh, but we did say it out loud, so
we did. But I didn't have our picks up there, and then of course
you can take us to the woodshed.
Yeah, Don asked me to put up the numbers, and I didn't get them up there. So
Sorry, Don.
anyway, so there we go.
Wasn't intentional, I can assure you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of things that we're supposed to do here. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that you can do. Like, for instance, you can go to guaranteed tip sheet, and here you go here, and you can get a free track. Today's free track is Finger Lakes. So, they do pretty well over there at Guaranteed Tip Sheets, and you use a link from our site here to get there. And I've used them for years. I've been very impressed with them. They have great handicapper, which is, of course, Rich does most of it. He gets some help once in a while from somebody, but he does a lot of work over there, does a really good job. So not only that, but you can also go to our website at Horse Racing Today, and as you can see here, at the end of the show today, we'll be putting up today's races. You can go to here at Horse Racing News. You can go to HRT Gear, get a hat or a T-shirt or something like that. It helps to support our show. Really appreciate it if you do that. And if you we'd like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as it's easy to do. It doesn't cost anything, helps us out a lot. You can hit the little bell. You can find out all about Tom's long shots in the future, especially on the Foreign Fridays. And I guess him and Rich do a really great job. I watch it a lot of times. It's a really good show. You learn a lot. And then also, you can copy that link at the bottom and share it with everybody you know, so you can go ahead and help the show out, so they can come and check us out. Go to our social sites that are scribing down below. That is YouTube, X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and what's one of the others? Facebook, I guess, at Horse Race #2 Day. Give us thumbs up and likes. We like that. We love the comments coming and love helping us out during the show, Don, as we're novices here. But I think we're getting through all right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get going on this next race, and we'll let Tom give us a
Well, we have a similar race. We're going to add a half a furlong. We're going to do 6 furlongs in this one. We're going to go. These are for $5,000 claimers that are not won in a year, and that the date cutoff is 12/3. And we're again dealing with fillies and mares.
All right. Okay, then I'll go ahead and get to where I'm supposed to be. Rich is a lot quicker. He knows how to get these things up better than I do. It's a little bit.
He's had better practice.
He has. He's been doing it for so long.
Just an FYI, there was an objection between the 3 and the 6.
Oh, really?
In this race, yeah. So the top 2 are going to stay in place. It's the 3rd place finish.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, I gotta find. I'm having so much trouble today, folks. Here we go. Now I can maybe find it.
Yeah, it's over there someplace.
It is. It's right here. It's the 3rd race, and here we have a little bit different numbers on the first call leader. Actually, 2 has the best, but that 3, 4, and 6 could have something to say about it, especially if True has any problems getting out of that gate. The 2 also has the par plus number in the past, where he's equaled or exceeded the par speed number for this race, along with the 2, 5, and 6, and then 3 and 6. I'm sorry, 2, along with the 1, 2, 5, 4, and 5, and then the 6 and the 3 have maybes. We have 1 horse that's dropping in class, 2 that are going up in class. The 2 has the best jockey and trainer combination. 2 and the 6 seem to want to go to the front. The 1 and the 6 have the best seat zone numbers, And if you look up here, this 2 has a 12.33. That what that runs out to is about every 5 points is a length. So that's about 2.5 lengths on total pace over the rest of the horses. So we just have to wait and see what's going on there. So let's go ahead and let Tom talk about his picks right now and
Sure.
see.
I'm going to start with Gina's Fuego. Showed some pace last time out before going backwards. This is one I'm going to watch the odds on because I think she has a shot. There's not a lot of early pace in this race by the numbers. And who knows, right?
Right. Yeah.
2, Burning Embers. It's going to be a big favorite. Pushed hard last time, lost by a nose. He's got loads of pace. Alone on the front end, I don't think so, but we'll see. But he's only 1 for 10 at this distance. So I wouldn't be rushing to the window for that one.
Okay.
That's why I put it second. Number 6, Creme Caramel will be my final selection. Had an even effort last time out. And the one before was a little better. He hasn't won in a long time, but I think he's good enough to get in the money. And I think the odds will be nice enough to suggest he will.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go off with mine then. I'm going to talk about number 2, Burning Embers. She ran second versus similar in her last race. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then the 5 So Swells, my second choice. She ran second versus similar in her last race as well, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and she likes this distance. And the 4 is my third choice. Has the highest speed figure at today's distance. Her best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. The 1 is the long shot, Cedar Valley. She has a high percentage winning trainer, and the rail post is winning at a 21% clip. No additional bets for me here. So anyway, all right. So I think we can go off to the next race, which is, let me get the banner up here like I'm supposed to. And then we'll go to this race, and Thomas can tell us about what's going on.
We're going that fabulous 6 furlongs distance, and we're going to be, these are $2,500, $7,500, I mean, trainer. Claimers, they're non-winners of 3 lifetime.
Okay, so I'm going to get the numbers up there like I'm supposed to.
What numbers?
On the smart sheet there. Yeah, that smart sheet. And you know, I'd really like to see some comments about it. If you like it, if you use it, we'd really love to know some input. So please give us some input on that. Anyway, you can see here that the 6 shows more speed than anybody else. It actually almost double the speed, or it is double the speed of its closest competitor. So I think the 6 will get out there and go to that quarter pole first. And then only 2 horses that have exceeded the par speed number in the past, and that's the 4 and the 7. All of them have a chance except for that 1, according to the data, to exceed or equal the speed per number, and especially the 4. Most of these horses are either going, there's 2 going down in class and 4 that are staying in the same class. We've got all of them show C zones, and there are 3 of them that are above 50%, the threshold that we like to see. The 7 is close to that. The 6 is the one horse that wants to go to the speed. You can see here that from that point on, there's some horses that are pressure and closers. And we can go for the first time here to the speed chart. This means this is the best number that they've had in a race, and this is the lowest. And here's the average for the horses. As you can see here, that it appears to me that the 4 has the best average through here. And if you look up here, the 4 also has a pretty, well, the 4 and a 5 have pretty close numbers as far as total pace. Our first 4 horses, that's where more than 70% of the winners come out of on the smart pages. So anyway, so I'm going to let Thomas go ahead and talk about his picks and what he likes there. So
I'll start with 7. Kopish. Came from far back last time. Got up for third, was about 2.5 lengths back. He's been stuck at this level for a long time, to say the least. But he gets my horizontal lines today, or I should, because he seems to have finally showed some life in his last race, where he hasn't been doing a lot lately. Obviously, number 4, Amazing Woo, will be the big favorite. He won by a City Block Plus last time out. High percentage, going up a little bit in class. High percentage trainer. Definitely the one to beat without question. And then I'm going to take number 1, Sugar Gray Leonard. Another one, this one, that did something it hasn't done in a while, which was show some speed. And dueled wide, and
all right.
a bit of an increase in class, but I'm not looking for it to win. I'm just looking for it to hit the board.
Okay. I got to make a correction here on the sheets that I found that I made a mistake this morning. If you just give me a minute here, and let's see what we're doing here.
5, 6.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go and talk about my horses, and I like in this race, in the 4th race, I like Amazing Woo, the 4. He won his last race by a whopping 16 lengths. Drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer. I like the 7 as my second choice. Finished 3rd versus, in his last race, and he has a high percentage trainer as well. 5, Gain Run. Finished in the money in 2 of the last 3 starts. Can go the distance. Full Contact, the 6, my long shot. He's won 10% of his starts at Parx Racing, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets here for me. So let's go ahead and move on here. We're going to change and go to the 5th race. And so we'll go ahead and let Tom talk about the
Absolutely. We've got a 6 furlong race. These are maidens, special weight types. These are for 3-year-olds and upwards, and they're racing for some good money with $50,000.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and get up the numbers on the smart sheet so you can take a look at that. I'm getting maybe just a tad bit faster, but not great. So I'm having fun, though. I'll tell you that right now. I'm having a lot of fun.
Either that or you're aggravating the crap out of yourself.
I know. You can see here in this race that one horse has got a lot of speed. I think if it gets a good break and there's no bad decisions by the jockey, it's going to get to that quarter pole first. But it doesn't appear like it's going to be in the top spot here for total pace. As you can see here, the 2 does. And 2 has 6 points, which means it's a length and a quarter better than the rest of these. All of these horses here are pretty darn close to their numbers. As far as the par plus, there's none of these horses that have exceeded or equaled the speed numbers for this race. There are 2 that are maybes, but they came within 5 points of doing that. All of them but the 4 have got a chance to do it today, but nobody's even close to the 50%. All of them are going up in class except for 1 that's staying in the same class. The best jockey's the 1, the best trainer is the 7, but I think the best jockey trainer combination is the 7. And then as far as C-zones, there's some pretty nice C-zone numbers here for the 2 and the 4. They're pressure horses. I like pressure horses myself, but the 1 and the 6 seem to want to go to the top and to the speed and see where they're going to go. So after saying that, we'll let Tom talk about what he likes as far as his picks and give us some information on those.
You bet. Now I'm going to start with the first time starter, number 7, C Veg E, I guess. I don't know. I never pronounce these names. First, good workouts, high percentage trainer with special weight maiden races. 36% is pretty high. And I think she's ready to roll. 5, Sperry Chalet is going to be my next choice. 2 races. It's shown some early speed. It's going to be shipping from Churchill. Been running a maiden claimers. So, yeah, that's one of you watch the odds. My guess is they're going to bet it.
All right.
Finally, I'm going to take the 0 for 17 horse Sweet Distractions. Number 2 was placed 9 times in those 17 races. Was coming back from Monmouth. Ran second, but it was behind 7 lengths plus. She's good at getting in the money lately, and I think that's where you're going to find her again.
Okay, it looks like we have a little problem with our numbers up there, that programs. They didn't include the 2 or the 4, but sorry about that, folks. Just trying to get things done with Rich gone. So, and it's hard for let's see, it's hard for Don to see. I don't know if I can fix this or not. I'll have to see if I can get it better. So anyway, all right, let me talk about what I like. And I like in this race the 2 Sweet Distraction, finished the money in her last 7 starts, and that means she really likes to be competitive, and she finished second versus similar in her last race, and her best start speed is fast among today's starters. Then we've got Angel of Hope, the 1, finished in the money in 4 out of 7 starts at Parx Racing. The rail post winning 21% clip. She has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 4, Instant Vision. She finished second in the last 2 starts, has the highest last speed rating, and she can handle the distance. Number 7 is a first-time starter whose dam has 3 winners from 4 starters. She has a high percentage winning trainer and a good workout on May 26th. She's my long shot. I'm going to play the last on Miami Vice, Don Johnson pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 with the 1, 7 with the 1, 3, 4 with the 3, 5, 7. I believe that's a $45 ticket. So anyway, while I'm going to do a couple of things here real quick, you got anything that you might want to talk about, Tom? Is there anything coming up? Like you want to talk about what might be happening on Forum Friday, if anything?
No, I don't know. I think we're probably going to pass on Ford and Friday, which is really too bad because this is the Bush Derby is this weekend at Epsom, along with the Oaks. And right now, it looks like De La Croix is going to be the favorite. But there's been action on other ones, like Ruling Court. And it should be an interesting race. And hopefully they won't do that stupid thing they did a couple of years ago, which was setting off fireworks before the race.
Oh, boy.
I mean, the dumbest thing I've ever seen a racetrack.
Makes no sense, does it?
Oh, it was the absolutely dumbest thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure that one out. My life depended on it. I mean, last year's winner was City of Troy. Well, he was a bust to the Breeders' Classic, Cup Classic, but he did pretty well overall when he won that Derby. And we'll see this year. It's an interesting field, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, there we go. Maybe I can do that every so often, get that up there when we're looking at that sheet, so that people can see it a little better. So, anyway, all right. Well, listen. Let's go ahead.
Fine glass out.
Yeah.
We'll for us. We chalk it up to old age, and our eyesight is what it is.
I agree with you. So, well, let's go ahead and talk about the 6th race here. You can give the
we're dealing with 7 furlongs this time.
Yeah.
We have optional claimers of $16,000. This is for fillies and mares. Of course, which have not started for 16 or less, which means you can get in. If you started for less, you can get in this race, but you can't win. Which this will be also for non-winners of 3. Based on that, you can put it in for the price of 16, or you can be a non-winner of 3. And we have a couple that are we have one that's a non-winner of 2 in this race.
All right. I'll get what I'm supposed to get up there now. If I can get to where I'm supposed to be here. Let's see here, share the screen, and we're going to do this. We're going to share it, and then we're going to come back here, and we're going to put this up for everybody to take a look. You can see here the 7 and the 1 have the best first call leader percentage, especially the 7. But I think they could go head to head if they both get a good break. They both seem to want to go to the front. And then as far as the par plus numbers, our par numbers, the 1 and the 7 both have in the past exceeded or equaled the speed par number for this race. None of the others even have done that. And then the 1 appeared to have the best chance to do it in today's race. That 1 also has the best jockey and trainer combination. And let me see if I can get us back down here so that I can, let's see here. I've got to do something here. There we go. And so we get back to where I was talking and get us up there so that you can see it a little better. You can see here that C-zone numbers, there's a couple of them that are above that 50% mark that we like to see, and that's that 3 and that 7. And the 1 and the 7 also like to be in the front with a couple of real far closers, the 4 and the 5. And so with that, we'll let Tom talk about what he likes.
Absolutely. I'm going to start with number 7, Delegate, I should say. Off claim at Keeneland for 30. Went on to win by 14 lengths next start. She's facing, I think, similar bunch today, and can do anything close to that. It'll run these off their feet. Number 2, the non-winner of 2, I'm going to put on here, which is Silver City Kitty. I think they put it up against State Breds. Last race ran it at a mile after winning a maiden claimer at a shorter distance. I don't think that was a good move, but they did claim this horse and then moved it up and won. So that's always a good sign. I think putting the blinkers on today and going to get a price on this one. We need a price in this race.
All right.
And finally, number 1, Rock Me Gently, will be my final one. This is a favorite too. It's won the winner circle, found the winner circle in March, and since then it's got some 2. It's run second 3 times. Again, it's a short price favorite. It'll be on the lead. I think it can get caught. But you want a short price horse, use it for your in there but for maybe one of the other positions. I think it's going to get caught.
Okay, well, I'm looking here and I can see that the programmer that's supposed to help us with this has got the wrong horses in this in here. So don't pay any attention to this. You can pay attention to the numbers, but
those horses are still running.
Yeah,
not in this race.
names are different than these names are different than what the names are in the horse race. So anyway, let me go and say that Don Johnson wants to know about our best bets. I just put mine up there. And Tom, do you have a best bet today?
I do, but we're not at that race yet.
Okay, we'll wait till we get to that race, and I'll go ahead now and talk about what I'm doing here. And this is the race that I have my best bet. I'm going for a hat trick because I've won 2 days in a row with my best bet. I'm going to use the number 1, Rock Me Gently. And then she has finished in the money in her last 10 starts, boy, winning 2 of those races and finishing second in the last race. And then she has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 24% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again. And she has a high percentage winning jockey. And I like the 7 Delegate. She won her last race by 14 lengths. Her early speed running style will help her chances. Her best start speed is fast among today's starters. She has a high percentage winning trainer. And then the 4 Zoning Order finished third versus similar in her last race. She has a high percentage winning trainer and can handle the distance. I like Silver City Kitty, the 2 horses, my long shot. She's finished in the money 2 out of 4 starts at Parx Racing. She won one of the races, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. I'm going to bet $40 to win on number 1, a $15 exacta box 1 and 7, and a $5 exacta box 1, 4, and 7. We get $100 in play money every day to bet if we want.
Yeah,
and
5's going to take the lead here. Looks like 6 is going to get a little wide, but they're going to be right in there. And 2 is going to scoot up the rail and sit third. And the outside, the 4 is going to be on the outside. So 4 went off at 4 to 5. Still, as we thought, Princess Cupid is still on the lead, but now it's getting passed by the 6. And there's interest from the back of the field. Actually, they're pretty well bunched. They're within a couple lengths of each other. 6 is now taking the lead. The 5 appear to be done, unless he can get. Oh, he's coming back a little. The 2 is going to split them and come up there, and the 1 is rolling big time on the outside. And it looks like number 2 is going to win this one with the 1, 4.
All right. So the 2.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
how much was the 2? 2 is 3 to 1. That's a nice price.
Yeah, they paid nicely considering they hammered the 1. The 4.
Yeah. And I hope, did I have that in my, let me see if I had that at my first pick 4. I don't remember getting older. Yeah, I did. I had the 2 because I thought this was a pretty wide open race. So I went with 5 horses in here. So I didn't have too much of a chance not getting through this race. So I got through that.
If you didn't get through this race, there's the fix is in, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, all right. Well, that was a good race. I like the way you did that. And so we're going
to. Well, shorter fields help. Try to do that at Royal Ascot with 30 horses.
Okay.
Forget
it. Okay. Number 2. Let's see. Lauren says number 2 is scratched, and I wonder if she means the 6th race. If you can tell us, Lauren, if you mean the 6th race, and you do, it's Silver City Kitty is scratched in that 6th race. So let me get the right stuff up here. Before I do that, though, York Shamrock says wrong names of horses on screen, lads, for 6 weeks. Yeah, we realized that, and we pointed that out. Delicate Ross 6 Delicate is a crypto code, and Private Ross says typo on 7. 70 means. York also said he prefers Delicate over Rock Me Gently. So let me get us to the right screen here.
And again, we do apologize. You're dealing with amateurs.
Yeah,
the professional is run away. He's hiding good.
Yeah, and there's.
So we do apologize. We're doing the best we can.
Okay, so it looks like I've got to change my numbers. Let me change my numbers real quick in the 6th, and then if you guys can hold on for just a minute. Let's see here what I did. Okay, so that horse is scratched. So they scratched the 2 and the 6. So that means that I have the 5 is what I need in that last number there. So, and that's in the 6th race. I need the 5 here. I put the 2 twice, so okay, that's fixed. All right, so
you got 2 and 2B, I guess.
Yeah, part of the problem for me is that York. I know our programmer put them in wrong, and I can't get to it right now to fix that. But the numbers should be okay. The other thing is that that Rich, he knows how to share these screens a lot better than I do, because he's got a lot more information, a lot more experience going back and forth. And I'm just having a little bit of problem figuring out how to get all the screens up there, and that's why it's taken me a little while. So anyway, just bear with us and we'll do the best we can. And
that and the since your computer had some issues,
yes, I did.
Probably doesn't help matters.
Well, and it keeps freezing on me. That's part of it too. And yeah, I had some issues on the weekends, folks, and I had to have a computer person come in and do a bunch of stuff with it. They're going to do some more stuff later on this week. So anyway, so let me share the, let's see if I got the right thing here. Okay, let me share this. Yeah, there, we're going to go to the 7th race, right?
I hope so.
Yep, there we go. 7th race.
Generally, that comes after 6.
Yeah. All right. You want to go ahead and talk about the and when is your best bet? What race? The 7th or 8th?
One more.
Oh, the 8th race then.
8th race, yeah.
Don, it'll be the 8th race. So go ahead and talk about the.
Well, first of all, let's get the 7. We're going 1 mile and a 16th. These are, again, optional claimers for 16. They are non-winners other than, and that means simply that they are non-winners of one other than the usual list of maiden, claiming, starter, or state bred. And or you can be a non-winner of 2, or you can be in for a tag of 16K.
All right, so I got to fix something here that I just noticed is happening, and we're going to go to the 7th race. All right, so go back here. I'm going to up it a little bit so that people can see it better. There you go. I can even see it better now. And you can see here on those first call leaders, they're all really close in numbers. So I just think it's anyone's guess who's going to get that quarter pull first. You can see here there's 2 horses, 3 and 4, that have exceeded or equaled the speed number for today's race. And then the 4 has the best chance to do it again today. There's 2 horses going up, 2 horses stay in the same class, and 1 that's dropping. The 4 is dropping in class. The 4 also has got a 8-point spread number. And if I can go back here and go ahead and drop this a little bit and go back and fix my numbers. I don't know. It just doesn't stay where it's supposed to stay.
How do you like to drive yourself crazy, as I said?
Yeah, I know. So
it doesn't take much, does it?
No, it doesn't, especially when you're trying to do this and trying to learn and that sort of thing. I didn't have any time to even get trained in this, so we'll see what happens. Well, as you can see here, the C numbers, they only have a horse that are above 50% is that 4. And not, all of them are closers. Nobody wants to seem to be in the front. We'll just have to see. As you can see, as far as their average here, there's 2 or 3 of them that are really close in that. And so with that, I'm going to let Tom go ahead and talk about his horses. So
I'm going to start with I think will be the favorite, which is the 4, Happy Delusional. It's going to return to a level. I think it's got a much better chance of winning than facing Graded Stakes Company. And it likes Parx. It's run well here. Number 3, Warp 9 will be next. It was claimed out of a maiden claimer last time out, and then, well, the time before, I should say, and then ran third, a bit wide, and definitely on the turn wide. Returns the similar level, and the workout coming into this race is very good. And finally, I'm going to take 1, the Tire Man. 1 maiden race by a neck, and then came back and ran 5th. A little at a higher level than this, so making a little bit of adjustment to see if maybe this is the place where it belongs.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I think should happen here. while I'm doing that, I'll up this a little bit so you can take a look at it. And then I'll go to my, there you go. Now I'm going to go, it's hard for me to go to mine when I'm taking a look at it. So, all right. So in this race, I like the 3 Warp 9, finished third in his last race, has a bullet workout on May 20th at 4 furlongs. Happy Delusional, the 4 is my second choice, drops in class today. He has a high percentage winning jockey, and he can handle today's distance. The Tire Man 1 is my third choice, finished in the money in 4 races out of 8 starts in Parx Racing. He won one of those races, has a high percentage winning trainer. Supreme Being, the 5, finished third versus similar in his last race, and he can handle the distance. He's my long shot. No additional bets for me here as I'm completely out of money. So anyway, before we move on, I'd like to just invite you to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the little bell so you're notified about all the great programs coming up. And then go ahead and copy the link, share it with everybody you know, and then look at this social sites that are scribing down there at the bottom. Give us a thumbs up at one of those or all of those and a like. That helps us a lot. And then go ahead and keep these comments coming. Help us out the rest of this week as as we're having problems with that. And and Rich should be back and get things a little
less confused.
Yeah, I hope you're.
Listen, we gave you the first race winner, and it paid decent, so you can't completely complain about our ineptness.
Yeah, and I hopefully you don't get too frustrated with this. So that's a good thing. Anyway, and then tomorrow, just to let you know, before we go to this last race, both me and Tom will be here, and we're going to do Saratoga for the first time this season, and looking forward to doing that, and see how we can do.
New York Bred Stakes Day.
Yeah.
All the card is entirely New York Breds.
Yeah. It's going to be a good day, I think, don't you?
Yeah, a mixture of the stakes and of course you've got to evaluate state-bred horses against state-bred horses, or when they run against open company and then drop into state-bred company.
All right.
So always a interesting mixture of something new to happen. But state New York has done a nice job with their breeding program, and let's face it, there's good horses that have come out of there that are have run well, and a few of them have produced some things that are running well.
Okay, well, go ahead and give us the conditions for this last race. And
absolutely. Yeah. And we're going to go 6 furlongs. This is an optional claimer for $25K. And we got that infamous, have not started for 25 or less, blah, blah, blah. The other condition part of that is that it's non-winners of 3. And then we have another condition of a claim. If you want to claim it for 25,000, or you can get in this race. You've never won 3 races.
All right.
Good. The infamous non-winners of 3.
That sounds good. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and get what I'm supposed to get up there now. And that's this here thing. And I'm going to go here. I'm going to drop something a little bit so that can maybe help us a little bit here. And we're going to talk about this race here. I'm going to go and blow it up. And you can see here that there's one horse here that should get out of that gate before everybody else. And just as long as it doesn't stumble and the jockey makes the right decision, it's going to go to that quarter pole first. And then also all of the horses in here in the past have equaled or exceeded the speed par number for this race. And the 5 actually is a maybe, so it got really close. We also have here that the horses all have a chance to do the same thing today. Most of the horses are moving down in class or staying, I mean, the same class. There's two that are going down. The 7 has the best jockey trainer combination. The 7 and the 4, 3, and 2 all have good C-zone numbers, and the 3 and the 4 like to go to the front. Then you have PC horses. The 2 is a PC horse, along with the 1, 5, and 6. And then the 7 is a closer. So there we go. So we'll go ahead and let Tom talk about the horses that he likes. And
we're going to start with my best bet of the day, which is number 7, Augustine Red. Moves from Aqueduct with some good and bad results. I think it fits this level very nicely, and it had a nice workout prior to this race. Number 1, Lost and Confused, is what we are today. And we're doing a good job of doing that. Changed trainers before its last start and came from way back to get third. So second time around, I think it'll run better. And finally, I'm going to take 6, Jackson Road. Did nothing in its last race, but has some better efforts. It's returning from a layoff, and the trainer hits at about a 22% percentage and a little over 50% getting him in the money off a layoff. So I like that angle, and I'll be happy to put it for third.
All right, so there you go, Don Johnson. That's the 7 is Tom's best bet. And I'm going to go through mine. As you can see, I agree with Tom. That 7 is a good pick. Augustine Red. He finished in the money in 3 out of the last 4 starts. He switches to high percentage winning trainer and has a nice bullet workout, 4 furlongs on May 27th. The 3 is my second choice. He likes Parx Racing. He's been in the money 67% of the races at Parx, and he won 33% of those starts. And at today's distance, he's been in the money 50% of the time. And he has a high percentage winning jockey. I like number 5, Torpedo Run. He won his last race at Aqueduct, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. Jackson Road, the 6, is my long shot. He has won 2 races out of his last 4 races at Parx Racing, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. And that's the picks for everybody, for both me and Tom today. And we're hoping that everybody goes ahead and gets a good day today if they're betting on the horses here at Parx. Do you have anything else you want to add, Tom?
Survive today. It's not the most fabulous card at Parx.
No.
Our card will improve a little. Mondays was a good card, I thought.
Yeah.
And today, not so much. But we'll move to Saratoga, and they'll be running for a few extra dollars there than they're running for at Parx.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody that joined the show today, and
put up our nonsense.
Yeah, hope they didn't get too frustrated with us. We do the best we can, but the point is, we still give you our picks. And as you seen yesterday, if you bet some of our picks the way that we talked about them, especially Tom's long shot, you would have done very well. So. We don't get paid anything to do this. We do it because we love horse racing, we love handicapping, and we do it to help our audience out. And if you like,
and frustrate the crap out of us.
Yeah, if you like what you've seen on the YouTube channel, you'll go to the thing that says more, and there should be a bucket for a tip if you want to give a tip to support the show. We'd appreciate it very much. Other than that, I hope everything that you do today and all that happens with you today ends up in the best place, and that place is the
winner's enclosure.
All right. Okay, well, we'll see you folks later then. Here we go. If I can get this to go.